For the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Task Force Secretariat, the group of people who were being trafficked consists of 26 female adults, 14 male and 17 female children, ranging from 2 months to 15 years old. Our reporter Marian Amaria Bangura did the story.
The interception of these 57 individuals underscores the importance of such initiative in safeguarding vulnerable individuals from falling victims to human trafficking network in and out of the country. John Whitfield, the media officer for the Anti-Trafficking Task Force Secretariat, says information they gathered from these victims disclosed they were being trafficked under deceptive means with the promise of giving them a better job in overseas.
On Saturday, we received an information from the Leone Police in Kabala Division to Ministry of Social Welfare Northern Region Office. And the information had to do with the interception of these 57 individuals that were intercepted in Kabala. Well, the information we got, it's a suspected case of human trafficking. They passed through from Freetown to Makeni and Kabala. Eventually they were en route on to Guinea and then eventually Mali. So of the 57 people, we have 26 female adults that are involved, and for the children we have 14 male children and 17 female children, and the children, the ages are between as low as 2 months to 15 years.
The Sierra Leone police arrested 2 individuals, Mohamed Amadou Jallo and Mohamed Sanko, for their involvement in the criminal enterprise. These suspects are currently in police custody, assisting with the ongoing investigations to get hold of the other individuals involved in this organized crime.
We are currently helping the police with investigations and also to know who and who are involved, because it is impossible for you to have one person that is involved in trafficking. It's an organized crime, especially when it involves transnational, crossing from one country's border to another.
John Whitfield, the media officer for Anti-Trafficking Task Force Secretariat, highlighted the dedicated effort of the task force in combating the menace of trafficking in Sierra Leone.
So no sooner we receive the information, in line with our national referral mechanism and our standard operating procedure, what we did was to call an emergency interagency meeting. Now, the reason for this meeting is to take action points on who does what. So after the meeting, we headed straight away to where these 57 people were. And as I speak to you now, we are working internally to ensure they are in a safe place as per our shelter. And also we are mobilizing basic needs for them like food, shelter, clothing, and to some extent some medical support.
This recent operation serves as a testament to the ongoing challenges posed by human trafficking and the crucial role that law enforcement agencies play in addressing this grave issue. Marian Amaria Bangura, AYV News, Freetown.
Many thanks to Marian Amaria Bangura there for putting together that story. I want to start with you, Minkailo. Human trafficking is also another challenge within the sub-region, and most especially for Sierra Leone. 57 individuals there, as young as 2-month-old baby, being trafficked out of the country to Mali. And we've seen similar cases of individuals who are being intercepted. Of recent, we also had a story from Senegal, about 6 girls that were trafficked to Senegal by their aunts in the disguise of putting them to school and also providing better opportunities for them. But when they went there, they were lured into prostitution. So what is it with these human trafficking? What benefits are people deriving from this enterprise?
They are deriving financial benefits. That is just it. You see, human trafficking in itself is an organized crime. But what surprises me the most is that if we have a situation like this, a quantum of people up to 56 or 52 missing, and without people coming out to complain to the police of their missing children in the world, that's the question, what is happening?
Maybe it's a syndicate.
Yeah, it's a syndicate. Because if people are to be missing, transported from Freetown to Makeni and eventually to Falaba, to an illegal crossing point, it means the parents and wards of those people are aware. They are aware. What is human trafficking? Human trafficking is an unlawful act of transportation or coercing people most often than not for forced labor or sexual exploitation. Yeah, that is what human trafficking is. But in circumstances of such, most people who come, they will present a picture other than what is being required. They will tell you, I want to take this child for, to support you. Most often than not, they go to the villages and elsewhere places. It surprises me to note that, in fact, the transportation was carried out from Freetown to Makeni and then to Falaba. Freetown is the capital hosting Sierra Leone. It is expected that most people here in Freetown must be very aware. So if anybody can come and ask you for your child up to the level of the child being 2 months old, it is surprising, to say the least. So government has to launch very serious investigation on this and to bring the culprits to book, because this is an organized crime. This is not just happening for the first time. It has been happening for far too long. People, especially those that are not much aware, they go to villages, they ask people, because at the village, children are accessible. Some people do not embark on family planning. You can see a mother having children, the gap in terms of ages are not too much. One can be 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 5, 6, 7, as the case may be. So the burden is too much on them. When they are approached, they will willingly give out their children so that they can be taken care of. But unfortunately, it is not the case. So government has to investigate this thoroughly, and the image of the country must actually be clean. Sierra Leone must not be known for human trafficking. It has got its own implication altogether. We have to learn our image very seriously regarding a lot of things.
Coming again to you is William Salamine. What could be the major factor leading to trafficking in the country, especially to a point that a 2-year-old baby, a 2-month-old baby could also be involved in such?
This is happening on a daily basis. The issue about trafficking, trust me, is happening on a daily basis, even within internal, as my brother rightly said. Some people get to the provinces, you go and bring some children and say, no, I'm going to take care of them, take them to the school and all of that. At the end of the day, is another thing. Maybe you see them doing prostitution and all of the rest, So the issue about trafficking, some people involved into this crime with this thought that teen tranga, let them go try before, But at the end of the day, it has to do with the image of the country, It's very serious. You can bring up a child, yourself and your wife, but at the end of the day, that child also, you also own a responsibility to the government, because that child is marked as a Sierra Leonean. So whatever happened to that child, the government has to give account. So taking them from Freetown to Makeni and then Kabala, trying to cross with them to Guinea or elsewhere, it's something very serious. But I'm happy that the police actually track them. They must ensure that they do proper investigation, and those who are involved being brought to book at the end of the day. But these are things that are happening on a daily basis in the name of think tranga, and we have to refrain from some of those things. Now, you go to Guinea and Liberia, people are tagging us that this is the hub of Kush. It's not good for a country. So I'm happy that the police are moving strictly to ensure that they track some of these criminals, because on a daily basis, people are training every day in the cartel of drugs, cartel of trafficking. They are just there to do things that are totally wrong in the country, just to give bad image and having money in their pocket. Because some of these people are taken away in the sense that we are going to take them and give them better life. But you see them working. Even finally, you see people moving with this, how can they call it, temporon. Temporon. They go there, sometimes they died in the process of traveling, Some are there languishing, under serious punishment, police custody, outside Sierra Leone. So it's very important that the police actually step up their game as they are doing to ensure that they track them down and serious actions be taken against those who are the perpetrators.
All right. Let's move over to another story. The West African Examination Council has commenced its 72nd annual council